when one considers change management at law firms, I suppose you have to step back and realize that this is a holistic endeavor, okay? And it's not just about buying solutions. It's about looking at the firm as a whole within the context, not just of what you see at conferences like this great conference that I'm at today, or where your managing partner might go to a conference and get the perspective of other managing partners. We can all go out and get great ideas. We can learn about great technologies. But when you come back to your own firm, you have to understand the culture of that firm, the degree at which that firm is primed to change, the pace at which it's going to change. And then we're looking across the entire firm. So we're looking at how we hire, how we train people, how we reward people for good work. All of these things will change. And this is a new thing for technology, because previously with legal technology in law firms, it was about how do we drive efficiency as number one thing that we're looking for. That's still a big part of this, but it affects so much more than it used to. It affects everything that we do. And that's because things like generative AI are much more universally applicable within the context of the firm, across not just how we deliver services to our clients, but how we deliver services internally as the professional services aspect of the firm as well. Yeah, so we're currently living in a world where there's a lot of money going into marketing around the various solutions that people can buy. And there's a lot of very seductive marketing out there as well, and people can be very tempted to say, if I buy this solution, it will change things automatically, because everyone will look how easy it is to use, look how beautiful it is. And what a lot of, I think, firms and managing partners are realizing now is that you have to have a framework in place. It's not just the case that you can buy a technology and then all of a sudden you're transforming what you do and everything is changing. What's actually important is having the ability to step back and say, okay, who are going to be the leaders of the various parts of the firm here who are going to drive this? Should this be a top-down or bottom-up, or a combination of both in terms of change? And when we choose technology, what are the criteria that we use to choose it? As I always say, every firm has its own culture, and the criteria will change, I believe, from firm to firm. I actually don't think there's one criteria that everyone can use. So it's very important that we have a framework in place, that we understand what our overall plan as a firm is, and then that we look for technologies who will support what we want to do. And just to give an example from the Matheson perspective, what's very important for us is that we have technologies in place where the people that run those technologies are happy to work with us to help them develop the technology in a direction that suits our firm and our lawyers and their clients.